the most insane thing that happened during a job interview. I was interviewing for my dream job at this tech company, and everything was going perfectly until the fire alarm went off. The interviewer looked annoyed and said we'd have to evacuate, but it was probably just a drill. We walked outside with everyone else and were standing in the parking lot when I noticed smoke coming from the building next door. It wasn't a drill. The building next to us was actually on fire. Everyone was just standing around taking pictures, but I saw this old man in a wheelchair trying to get out of the burning building by himself. He was moving really slowly, and nobody else seemed to notice him. Without thinking, I ran over and started pushing his wheelchair away from the building. He was coughing really bad and seemed confused. I got him to the paramedics and made sure he was okay. When I turned around, my interviewer was standing there watching the whole thing. I thought for sure I had blown the interview by running off in the middle of our conversation. He walked over and said, "Well, that was unexpected." I started apologizing and explaining that I couldn't just stand there and watch, but he held up his hand to stop me. He said, "You do realize that was my father, right?" I had no idea what to say. Turns out the old man worked in the building next door and was the interviewer's 78-year-old dad who refused to retire. He said his dad was stubborn and probably would have tried to wheel himself out slowly, even with the building falling down around him. The interviewer shook my hand and said, "You're hired. Anyone who would risk their own safety to help a stranger without hesitation is exactly the kind of person we want on our team." But then he smiled and said, "Plus, my dad hasn't stopped talking about his hero who saved him. If I don't hire you, he'll never forgive me." I got the job, and his dad still sends me Christmas cards every year with a picture of his wheelchair signed, "To my hero. Best interview